You were never supposed to retire on a 401k. You were never even meant to rely on it. And if you think the financial system was built for you, let me tell you something different. I'm going to be talking about 401ks and how they accidentally became America's retirement plan. They were never meant to be, and they're not. This isn't some conspiracy theory. I'm going to show you exactly how 401ks originated, what they've done since they've been originated, and how they are not going to help you retire. You've been told your whole life to work hard, get a job, invest in your 401k, your employer will match it, and then you'll be able to retire at 65. That is not what is actually happening. You see, back in the 1950s and 60s, that was the plan. The plan was go to school, get a job, and work for a company for 40 years, and they will give you a pension. Work for 40 years, and we will pay you until you die. And that worked for a while, but then things started to happen, like businesses started to go out of business, and then they didn't pay out pensions, and people were screwed with no retirement, no savings because pensions went away. Then 1974 came along, and the ERISA Act was enabled. This was a way for the government to step in and help people that lost their pensions and lost their entire retirement. However, what this ended up doing was over-regulating, shocker there, and making pensions even more expensive. There was insurance requirements and other things that made it not make sense financially for companies. And rather than bucking up and doing the right things, companies decided to look for solutions outside of a pension because they didn't want to be on the hook for people in the future that worked for them. And then 1978 rolled around, and a tiny little paragraph of the tax code was introduced. It was introduced as the 401k. It was not meant to be a retirement plan. It was meant to be a way for high income earners to set aside some of their income tax-free for future use. That's the reason it was lobbied, and that's the reason it was created. Well, employers saw this as an opportunity to shift the weight of retirement from them to their employees. The issue with this was employees didn't have enough financial information on the markets to invest that money tax-free or tax-deferred in anything that made sense. So what happened? Wall Street's greedy little hands got in and said, we will gladly be custodians of your employees' 401ks. We will manage that for them. We will tell them when and where to invest their 401k. The issue with that is they were not and still are not required to disclose how much money that they take managing your 401k. Most of the time, it's 1 to 3%, meaning your money sits there. They're not really doing anything, but they're scraping 1 to 3% off of the top line of the money that you make. So they're making money, they're carrying zero of the risk. Your employer is now carrying zero of the risk, and everything is on you. The money is set aside tax deferred, but when you take it out in the future, if there's much there, you are taxed on it then, which no one ever talks about. So Wall Street's making money, your employer can breathe easier knowing that they don't have any burden on your retirement, and you're stuck hoping that everything will work out. And you may think, well, this will work out, Sam. Your employers, they're contributing. They're giving you, they're matching up to 4%, and they're putting money set aside. Well, A, it's a write-off for them. I know I have a 401k match for my employees, but also the baby boomer generation is the first generation to actually see this process through. You see, in the late 70s and early 80s when all this was happening, that's when baby boomers got into the workforce. Now, flash forward 40 years later, the average 401k for a baby boomer at the age of 65 is $95,000. Keep the pause in there, editor. That's 40 years of setting money aside from your paycheck every single month, meaning you are reducing your lifestyle for 40 years to set money aside. During those 40 years, the market's shifting, going up and down. You have zero control over that. You can't touch it without a massive penalty and a massive tax. Then when you can't touch it, when you're too old to actually enjoy it, you're taxed on it and you're hoping that the market is in a good spot. Oh yeah, throughout that entire time, the custodian, Wall Street, is scraping 1 to 3% off the top. So in reality, if you pull out that 95 grand in the future, you're probably only bringing home $60,000 to $70,000 depending on your tax bracket. And in reality, it should probably be closer to 200,000, but Wall Street took their shares along the way. You can see how a 401k went from something that was supposed to be a little tax loophole for a few high income earners, and it became the standard for the American retirement system. And it failed, like most things that fail when greedy people are involved. Wall Street's corporations giving all of the onus on to the actual employee, and at the end of the day, the employee is screwed. So you're not broken, the financial system is broken. Now, I don't want this to be a complete doom and gloom video. I think you know where this is probably going, but let's talk about some actual solutions that you can use. The biggest one that I can think of for you, and hear me out here, is investing in real estate. One rental property will absolutely smash your 401k, and you don't even have to set money aside every single month for that rental property like you do a 401k. I think in a perfect world, you don't even worry about your 401k. You take that money that you would be contributing and you use that to increase your lifestyle now. You only live once. Take that money, go out to some nicer dinners, take a nice vacation with your family, spend that money on your kids, and enjoy life more now. Don't do the Dave Ramsey eating cardboard bologna sandwiches, investing in your 401k, paying off your debt, not living life now type of investment strategy. No. Use that money to live now and let real estate do your wealth building. Let real estate pay you every single month. You see, if you buy a rental property, you get paid cash flow every single month now to increase your lifestyle. You get equity growth, meaning the property goes up in value over the long haul. You get debt pay down, meaning the tenant pays down your mortgage, plus you're saving money on taxes. So you are collecting a lot of cash now by owning rental properties rather than hoping for the future and setting money aside and pushing money towards your 401k. You receive money, you receive net worth growth, and you receive tax savings, as opposed to a 401k that is you pushing, and hoping. Now, I know you may not have enough money or not think you have enough money to buy real estate, but I am here to tell you that you can buy real estate using little to none of your own money. In the simplest form, you can put 20% down on a real estate asset, let somebody else manage it for you, and collect everything. But you can do what I do also and use other people's money to buy real estate. And that's going to be my mission for 2026. I'm going to be creating a ton of free content here on this YouTube page where I'm going to be showing you step by step with a whiteboard with real life examples, with current examples of how you, a normal middle class employee, can invest in real estate using little to none of your own money and get out of the rat race. Either give yourself more breathing room so that you can live a better life now, or set yourself up so you can retire in your 50s and not hope that you retire in your 60s and live a better life throughout the entire process, because real estate pays you now and later, as opposed to most investments that only pay you later, and you need money for most investments. Hopefully this opened your eyes up a little bit. If it did, make sure to like this video, share it with a friend, would be really cool, and comment anything you have in the comment section, and I will personally answer those questions. Make sure you follow me. Check out my podcast, The FasterFreedom Show, and also follow me on whatever social media platform you're on. I'm giving away more free advice than anyone. Thanks for watching.